It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, yeah. It's the early way, yeah, yeah. It's the early way, it's the early way, yeah, 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 yeah. It's the early.
What's up, y'all? I'm Early Earl. I thank y'all for hearing these YouTube streets. And coming on down to the early way, I'm coming at y'all with another review. This is for Baddies in the Caribbean this season. This is episode 4. Let's get ready to rumble. And y'all, before we get into the review, I have some top tweets of the episode, and we're going to get right into them. Tune in with me. And we have our first tweet from the Bugetto Dolly, and it says, Callie done tow her up. And y'all know, y'all see the picture. Y'all got y'all see the picture of Callie fighting Jellybean, and you see Jellybean bleeding for her nose and mouth. Callie really done whooped y'all. And I'm like, when I seen that, I'm like, Jellybean, you should have just set this one out. You should have just set this out, mind your business, and, you know, stayed in the back. Like Wind Dolly. Wind Dolly stayed up out the way. You should have stayed out the way like Wind Dolly. And then we have our next tweet that says, Biggie is me. Laugh my ass off. One thing about me, I'm going to roll up every time. And I agree. Biggie is me and I am Biggie. I'm rolling up too. Especially when I'm in a toxic ass environment. I'm going to roll my weed and release that stress on out my body. So yeah, I agree with that one. I'm like, Biggie, I'm going to roll up every time. Our next tweet says that laugh my ass off. The Clemart twins says, fuck the replacements. Fuck this show. It's my motherfucking birthday and it's time to go. Oh boy. Yeah, the Clemart twins hauled ass. And I really think they hauled ass because they thought them girls was going to jump on them too. And you know, they got all this work done up. They ain't trying to have nothing pop, nothing bust. They're trying to look intact, so they hauled ass to stay up out of trouble. And you know, being that it is their birthday, I wouldn't want to be surrounded by drama either, so I'm going to haul ass too. So I agree with the Clemart twins for leaving. Deuces. Y'all hoes ain't doing shit anyways but fighting all the goddamn time. Do something different. And then we have our next tweet. It says, it says, Shannon, so Brett, do we have a problem? And it says, who laughed my ass off? And that's when Tommy came in. You know, Tommy came in and she seen the Clemart twins walking to the car. And she was like, to Shannon. And then she said, sorbet. And I was like, who the fuck? I could have sworn that name was Shannon and Shanae. Who the fuck is sorbet? Tommy played too fucking ways. Because why she said... Y'all, I died. She talking about Shannon. So bad. Do we have a problem? And I'm like, well, who the hell is? Tommy is a fucking fool. And then we have our last tweet. It says that, why was everybody fighting on Baddies? I swear I blinked twice and like 7 fights happened. And that's true. Shit, you watching the screen and all hell broke loose. And I'm like, well, damn, what all this? What the fuck? It was like shit just happened out of nowhere, and I was like shocked. But yeah, they're the tweets of the episode, y'all. The top tweets of the episode. Now let's get into the review. So y'all, when the show first opened up, we see Natalie and Sapphire out chilling on the balcony. Scotty comes out with the edibles, joining them, and they start talking about what had happened last night. And y'all know the first half of the episode was them recapping on what took place last episode. And y'all know we watched last episode. We see what took place with Gretchen and Meatball, Bianca and Sapphire, Gretchen and Jayla, Gretchen and Dia, Gretchen and Slim, you know, Diamond and Tinker. We seen all that shit that happened. So, you know, the first half of the episode, they discussing that shit too. Sapphire let them know that she ain't down with Bianca. She didn't appreciate Bianca destroying her wig, so she's going to keep on beating her ass. And then they talk about Gretchen versus everybody. Sapphire said if the majority of the women, African-American women, says that they're uncomfortable with you using the N-word, let it go. Stop using it. And I agree with Sapphire. If we all say that we're uncomfortable with you using the N-word, try to take that shit up out your vocabulary, Gretchen. Stop using it. It won't be problems if you stop using it. Everything will be, you know, somewhat cool. Natalie then says that the new girls can't be trusted and a couple of them needs to be replaced because she don't want to deal with the drama nonstop. And she let them know that they will be going to the beach and having a bonfire and that the replacements will be meeting them there. And I'm like, how you trying to replace the girls already? Natalie act like she's scared of Callie. She was like, she don't want no drama with Callie. I'm like, why? You be wanting drama with people all the time. You don't want no drama with Callie? Because you really think Callie gonna get up in that ass. And I call bullshit on Natalie saying that she don't want the drama. You don't want the drama, but you bringing everybody to the beach to have drama. At the same damn time, it don't make no sense. And in that scene, we got Jayla and the Claremont twins. They standing out in front of the house, and they start discussing what had happened last night as well. Jayla lets them know that she had to get a tetanus shot because Gretchen the Gremlin bit her. She said last night she tried to be diplomatic with Gretchen before jumping on her, but when Gretchen said that she didn't give a fuck about saying the N-word, all bets was off. She had to tap on her a few times. The Claremont twin says that, Gretchen was giving bad energy for jump. And I disagree. Gretchen came in, and immediately when she came in, she was hit by a meatball. So how she was giving out bad energy for jump? She couldn't even put her bags down before she got her ass mopped. Then the Claremont twins tell Jelly that, they here for the girls who want to have fun, but they got to be bad bitches. They say that, it was a lot of ratchetry going on last night. Ass and titties was out everywhere, but it's potential with some of the baddies. They can be baddies. Because last night they weren't acting like baddies. Then we shoot over to Biggie. She on the balcony, she rolling up. Meatball and Tika comes out and they start talking about what had happened last night too. Tika asked Biggie how she feel about being an OG and does she think that any other new girls will be coming for her spot. Biggie said they might definitely try. Meatball says that's the reason why she here. She here to take one of the OG spots. I'm like, okay then, Meatball, let them hoes know. I'm coming in for your spot. I'm coming in for your spot. And in that scene, we got Dia, Slim, and Diamond, and they discussing what took place last night, too. So, Dia says she want to fight Gretchen again because she didn't finish her fight. And I'm like, Dia, I don't think you could beat Gretchen. And I think you just need to, sit back and let somebody else handle it. Dia say that she going to beat Gretchen ass till thy kingdom come. And I call bullshit on that, too. No, you ain't. To me, it looked like Gretchen will whoop you, Dia. Slim then asked Diamond, what's good with you? What's good with her and Tinka? Because Tinka is her girl. And Dia say, yeah, because, we super, super close. And Diamond in her confession say, how y'all hoes close and y'all just met yesterday? And I agree with Diamond. How y'all super, super close when y'all just met? Y'all super, super close and y'all just met seconds before? Dick riding. Already. Diamond explains, why she fought Tinka, and she says she did that to get on the season. And Dia lets her know that's not a valid reason to run up on somebody. Now, back over with Biggie, she's still out on the balcony, and she FaceTimes Tommy and catches her up on what's been going down. And, Tommy is back with the shit. And she says since we last saw her, she let us know that she been working. She has a lot of catching up to do with certain people on the cast. She said that she slipped bonded with fake ass Natalie for a minute when she was on Baddies West. And she said they had a boxing match and she didn't like how that turned out. So this season, she said she an animal. And they don't respect the person she was trying to be. They don't respect growth. All they respect is fist to the hand. Fighting. That's all they respect. So she's going to be on demon time. And I'm like, get their ass, Tommy. So in the next scene, we got all the baddies. They get to the beach. They got the bonfire going. They got the tiki torches lit up everywhere. And it's a vibe out there on the beach. Aubrey, in her confessional, say that it looks like a scene from the Game of Thrones. Natalie steps up and lets them know that they will be going to Puerto Rico next. And she wants them to have good vibes. Last night was a lot. Today is the Claremont twins' birthday. And she want to have fun. Then the replacements, along with Callie and Gretchen, they come out, and shit became divided. We got the baddies on one side, and then we got the replacement baddies on the other side of the beach. We meet Big Kiva first. She says she wear many hats and many capes, and when she walk in the room, she owns it. She said that she was chosen because at the auditions, one of the girls at the auditions threw a mic at the judges, and she told her little ass up. She tells us that she just trying to get her name out there. And then we meet J.O., and she says she been in jail, she been kidnapped and everything of that nature. And I'm like, what? She said she been in jail, she said she been kidnapped. And when she said she been kidnapped, she said it like it wasn't no big deal. And I'm like, what the hell wrong with this girl? She just slid that on up in there. J.O. says she whooped ass at the auditions, and she gonna whoop ass in the house. And I'm like, okay then. Okay then. After her, we get introduced to Wynn Dolly. She was born in the Dominican Republic, but moved to the Bronx, New York when she was 4 years old. She's known to be the life of the party, but just don't test her. She was the girl at the auditions that had the heart-shaped areolas. Then we get introduced to Jelly Bean. She from the south side of Chicago, and she says that she realized she was a baddie when she got out of jail and hit the ground running, getting to the bag and stepping on hoes' neck. And then we see Heaven Marina. She let us know that all eyes on her when she walk in the building, and she just that BITCH. I'm like, okay. And then the last we get introduced is Nunu, Shamika Ford. And she let us know that she's most known for being Antonio's brown baby mother. And she's just trying to, take things to the next level and turn the shit up in 2024. Natalie steps back up and she let them know that, there was a couple of girls that need to be replaced. She lets Gretchen know that, a couple of bitches want her head. And then she turns to Callie and says that, Callie, you came into the show being disrespectful. And she says that she's not a bully, but Callie, you ain't finna come on her show and bully her. And I'm like, Natalie, ain't nobody bullying you. What the fuck? That girl ain't come on the show bullying you. That girl came and said, let me take my seat where I belong, at the head of the table. You immediately came into the fence, and you the first one threw something at her. She didn't start with you, Natalie. I don't know what y'all be getting, what y'all be seeing, what y'all be doing, but shit don't be in place. Mariah Thinhead ass, she steps up and she tells Callie that you spit on her. And I hate the fact that Mariah thinks she hard. I hate the fact that Mariah thinks she can fight. I hate the fact that Mariah thinks she's a baddie. And I hate the fact that Callie didn't give her the ass whooping that she was begging for. Callie tells Mariah that she spit on her because she snuck her from behind. Meatball jumps in and she asks Mariah, why are we even talking to them? Why are we going back and forth? And y'all, all shit turned up from there. Mariah and Callie, they start going back and forth, and while they arguing, Jellybean, who was standing a few feet away from Callie, she swings on Callie but misses. Callie goes to back up while Jellybean running up swinging, and Callie starts swinging back, and security breaks it up. Jellybean in her confessional say that she ran up on Callie because Natalie is her friend and been her friend and felt some type of way about how Callie made her feel. And I'm like, Jellybean, you should have just minded your business. I promise you, if you just minded your business, you wouldn't have had the outcome that you had. You wouldn't have had your face in that dirt. In the sand. All hell breaks loose after that. Fights went everywhere. The shit was crazy. The Clemont twins say that they through. It's their birthday. They ain't get a cake or a counter and they out of here. They leave the beach and they say they finna go home. So, they walking back to the car, to get in, to head home. And while they walking to the car, you hear Tommy yell out to them, asking them, do they have a problem with her? And the Clemont twins ask back, do we? And Tommy say, I'm only asking because y'all unfollowed me on Instagram. And they let Tommy know that they don't have a problem because, Tommy, you been in their house. We ain't got no problem with you. And they beef had something to do with social media, but at the end, they end up hugging it out and, squash their beef. Now, back on the beach, security managed to get everything under control. J.O. and Meatball, then they go at it. They square with each other and they get to fighting. J.O. whooped Meatball. They went 2 rounds and Meatball lost both rounds. Next up, the fight was Nunu and Dia, and they go at it. They fight because when shit broke out the first time, Meatball ran up on Gretchen, and Dia jumped in the fight. And Nunu seen Dia jump in, and she jumped in on Dia and whooped on Dia. So they fighting now to get their 1-on-1. They go at it. They fight twice, and Dia end up getting her ass with both rounds. And I'm like, Dia, you should have just set this one out. Why y'all hoes be jumping up to fight knowing y'all can't fight? I don't understand it. What y'all think y'all gonna get cool points because y'all standing up to fight knowing y'all can't? I don't understand that one. I don't understand why y'all want to get y'all ass whooped on TV. I just don't understand it. In her confessional, Dia say that she don't even recognize Nunu, but says that she was a little Bruce Lee on the So even though she knows she got her ass whooped. And I'm like, this shit is crazy. This episode was crazy. Having Marina, she stepped up and asked who needed. Bianca steps up and they start going at it. They get to swinging at each other. It wasn't much with this fight, but from the looks of it looked like Bianca lost. And I don't understand why Bianca be hopping up the fight knowing that she can't fight. These hoes on this season can't fight worth a damn. Bianca lost that fight. The replacements, they came and stood on business. I don't care what nobody say. They handle their shit. Mariah steps back up and she addresses Callie, and they go back and forth. And I'm like, Mariah, you started with Callie first. If you wasn't in the way of a fight, you wouldn't have got bumped. Mariah, sit your ugly ass down. Mariah gets on my nerves. Ugh. But they end up squashing it. Callie and Jellybean, they square up again. Callie ends up kicking Jellybean. Jellybean drops to the ground. Callie ran up on her, uppercut her in the face real. Bah! Then got on top of her and security came and broke it up. And Aubrey say that she learned in real time that Callie is not the bitch to be played with. But I say Callie whoop Jellybean. Jellybean, you looked it dumb. Real dumb. Jellybean got up, blood just dripping down her face, nose, mouth, everywhere. Natalie calls Gretchen to the front. Gretchen asks who specifically had a problem with her saying the N-word, and then she asked for them to let her speak because last night she didn't get a chance to speak. Then she say that this bitch snuck me. She pointed at Meatball, say Meatball had snuck her. Meatball say no she didn't. Gretchen say, bitch, that's the fuck you did, nigga. So she ends up saying the N-word again. Jelly runs up on her and says, oh, you want to keep saying the N-word? You want to keep saying the N-word? Gretchen throws up her set and she backs up. They start swinging on each other, but security breaks it up. They were swinging and missing, or Jayla was swinging and Gretchen was dodging the hits. Shit, nothing was connecting. You know, while security breaking that up, Tommy comes in on her horse, making her entrance. Y'all, Tommy came in on that horse. She couldn't control the horse. They had to handle the horse while she was coming in. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is a mess. And y'all, that was the end of the episode. Y'all, this episode was crazy. Fights everywhere. Fights everywhere. That's all I got to say. This episode was crazy. And if I had to pick the MVP of the episode, it's going to be a group. A group. Now, the MVPs of this episode was the replacements. The replacements came in and they handled their business. And they honestly need to be put in a house. They can replace Dia. They can replace Mariah. They can replace Bianca. They can replace... That's it. We just ran through replacements and replace Dia, replace Bianca, and replace, who else? Mariah. Yep. And that'll be good. But the replacements, they came in and stood on business. So if Natalie, you really want these bitches to replace somebody, choose 3 on the go and put 3 of them in the house. That's my opinion on it. And y'all, that's all I came down here to say. I thank y'all for tuning in to the early way. And if you haven't, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to catch y'all next time.